All right, today we are back in the garage. We are going to be working on the battery, which, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. We got the new Optima battery. Hopefully it's the right one. We will see. We're going to flip this out. We're going to put our maintainer on here. Now, here's another disappointment. I told you the other disappointment that this works on AMG batteries, but not the repair version. You can't use the repair mode on that. But this unit comes with a detachable unit, right? You just plug on what you want, which I assumed is how this worked too, but of course that is not the case. So this has to live in the car, including this, and it's permanently attached to the battery, which that's great, but they should have had a disconnect on it so you could disconnect that, go to your car shows, and then come back and just plug this in. But that's not what they did. So love the stuff, looks great, but there's just a few things that, you know, I always over research everything, like literally spend 12 hours researching and then finally buy something. And this is like the first time where I did like 1 hour research and I was like, man, this stuff is great. And I busted it out and I'm just like, just, but it's all good. I just got to move on with life. That's pretty much what's going on. So we're going to bust out the battery. We're going to get that started, see what's going on there. And then we're going to, you know, try out some of this other stuff and see how it's going. I also got these, I forgot what they call it, like bolt through hand grip quarter 20s that are going to bolt my side panels on. So I got that going. Of course, we've already redone or done all the weather stripping and everything, so that's ready to go. So yeah, we're just going to hop in and dig in and make this stuff happen. Rock and roll. All right, so we got our new battery in, we got our maintainer in, and it's flashing red, which means it's less than 75% fully charged. And once it gets to solid green, it'll be good. I think if it's above 75%, I think it flashes green, and then when it's solid green, it's fully ready. So this was at, I think, 12.4 new out of the box. And we're going to let it do its thing. And hopefully that is the end of my battery issues from here on out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just leave this charger behind this area here and then just stuff this cable behind there, and so it has a nice presentation. It comes with a mount that you could screw in to whatever wall or whatever and then Velcro the unit on. I might just fully Velcro it if I want to keep it in place, but I don't think it's going to go anywhere anyways. So didn't know that, and I'm not drilling into anything at this point. You know, I'll drill into my gas tank and let the gas just pour out. You know, don't want to do that. So that's good to go there. Now we're going to put the charger on this old one and see what will happen to that one. So this is the old battery, and we got the new charger on there, and the flashing you see in the camera is not actually what I'm seeing live. That's just a a frame rate issue. But in any case, the green light's pulsing, which means it's in maintain mode. So this was at 12.67 when I got it, but it has no firing power, if you will, to turn the car over. It does, but then, you know, 4 starts later, it doesn't. So I'm gonna have to do a little more research to see if there's a way to maybe discharge the battery and then recharge it back up, or do something different to see if I can make this thing happen. Otherwise, it'll be a nice battery to, you know, test things or whatever while I'm working on the van. But I'm a little disappointed here, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let it charge for a while. Well, it didn't work out. So they say that there's a 16 millimeter bore size and I needed over 14 millimeters of the hole, but it turns out when they say bore size, they don't mean the hole, they mean this part, how thick this part is, which doesn't matter to me. So what, I waited like a month for this to come in. It's not the right part. And they didn't have any diagrams or anything on their listing, and so once I looked at a few other listings, they were all talking about the bore size being this. So another failure, but you know, that's how it goes. So that gets returned. That goes to the return pile right there. So no good on the prop rod. Alright, so I got this nice handle. It has some nylon on the inside of it, so the nylon keeps it from coming off. It's, you know, it's not loose at all. It's super tight. Locking this in, and then you can see I got the weather stripping, so it's not vibrating against the car. And that one's a little bit of pain because you can't really get your hand in there too well, but it's looking all right. It's working perfectly. Okay, it's probably been an hour, and it looks like this thing is fully charged. And so we will take it to the store and test it to see what actually happens. But this charger actually goes into what I call a maintenance mode, and you can leave this on here for a little while. So this is what it looks like. Beautiful Arizona skies. I had the opportunity to go out to a real nice area because my neighbor's daughter, Larissa, was getting married. And so beautiful back set of mountains, and it was really beautiful. So we're probably not going to see her on the channel anymore because she's leaving the nest. So won't be around that much. And so I wish her well. And of course she made it on the documentary, which was a nice little addition there. But we wish her on her new family adventures. And while I was leaving, I don't know how it is in the rest of the United States, but in Arizona, right around dusk, we get a lot of bats. And I was just sitting at the street light, and this beautiful sky, and just crazy bats like flying all around the place. And they're not that big. I don't know, maybe a wingspan of 5 inches. At least that's what it looks like. Maybe if they were closer, it'd be bigger. But there's just such a randomness to how they're flying. And I think that's because they're probably eating bugs or something, but they're just all over the place. It's like chaos like butterflies or something. So I just figured I'd shoot a little bit of this and show it to you. And now that the celebration videos are launched and documentary and everything's out, I decided to take the car out with my new battery and go to a Cars and Coffee and started getting a crowd. I actually didn't park close to all the other cars, and like the crowd started moving towards the car, so that was kind of nice. But got some shows coming up, just some local shows, trying to get that trailer ready, and hopefully hit some bigger shows in the state of Arizona. So we're getting there. It's getting close. But till next time, have a great day.